Speaking of AEW, Chris Jericho, someone asked him about going into the WWE Hall of Fame. And so that's where this conversation started. It's not like Chris Jericho just goes around, saying, hey, you want to have a conversation? I want to bash the WWE Hall of Fame for you. So this was a setup. Somebody asked him about this apparently. WWE Hall of Fame. Have you ever gotten into that? I have to say, I really haven't as a wrestling fan.
It's actually not too bad to watch the Friday night before WrestleMania, but I don't really take a lot of credence in like who's in the WWE Hall of Fame and who isn't. Like I think for years Vader wasn't in the WWE Hall of Fame, but Rikishi was. And Rikishi, I was like, this is an interesting guy in pro wrestling. Now he's got his sons, for sure, are excellent, but he was never really a guy that felt like a Hall of Famer.
Chris Jericho, I always like going against the grain. I don't really understand the point of the Hall of Fame, he said. If you think I'm in it, great. But there's no real Hall of Fame. It's not like a physical place like Cooperstown for baseball or, Springfield, Ohio for the Football Hall of Fame. It's the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame somewhere in Indiana, maybe. It's all in WWE's mind. Does it really matter if I'm in it or not? I go up there and give some approved speech where I have 5 minutes to encapsulate 33 years. I'm not interested in that at this point, and it's not a disrespectful thing. I don't really see the benefits of it.
Editor's note. This is Chris Jericho addressing the haters. And it says, if I died tomorrow, everyone would say I'm one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I think because I'm here still doing it at the highest of levels, there's a lot of people online that just hate that. There's a lot of Chris Jericho haters. It's kind of in vogue to hate Chris Jericho. So with that,
I never cared. I only judge myself.
I never cared. I only judge myself. With that statement there, I do have to agree with two things. One, if he died today, he would be considered one of the greatest wrestlers ever. Yes. I think he's done it, and at such a high level. He's one of the first people to ever break out of WWE and go to New Japan and wrestle there and have success and bring up their show there. It was their biggest attendance ever when he wrestled in New Japan, and their Wrestle Kingdom show is no joke. It's like the Japan WrestleMania. So then he was able to create AEW. He was their first champ, and ultimately, all of those things said, he had a great career in WCW. He was really cool, like a funny cruiserweight, and then eventually in the WWE, he really became one of the top guys there for years. So I think if he died, guess what? He did a lot more than a lot of wrestlers have in the WWE today, right? So
good for saying that while he's not dead.
Yeah.
I'm not dead. I feel happy.
So the second point I wanted to make, this is true. It's very in vogue for some reason to trash Jericho. Specifically, people in the comments sometimes trash his weight because he's put on a couple LBs. And
maybe a little okay.
Yeah, he's put on a couple LBs. So as he's put on a couple LBs, people like to trash him. He says, I think he had some good matches in AEW and continues to have them. So, Chris, block out the haters. They're everywhere. They're in our comment section. Don't worry about them. Keep doing your thing, dude.